know if there's anywhere that I would want to be where I was going to be restricted of food. Like, I mean, that's just one of those things that I don't imagine as pleasant anywhere. But Brazil might be, in my experiences, my number one least place that I would want to be. I know I didn't say that very clearly, but you know what I'm saying. Without food. The food here is amazing. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get at. So when I came out here to do this fight, the weight has always been a confusion for me. By example, I thought I was told 218 pounds, but there was a different part of me that thought I misheard it and it was 219 pounds. But you get the point, right? Was that 218 or 219? Which one was it they said? Maybe they said 218 and there was a pound allowance and that's where I got to 219. I can't quite remember. So I go and look into it a little bit. And it turns out it was 216. So then it ends up getting done in kilograms, which is 98 kilograms. Now, a kilogram is 2.2 of a pound. So you got to times 2.2 by 98. That's like impossible to do. I mean, there's nobody that could do that for sure. But I gave it my best shot. It turned out to be 215 and a half pounds. So we're going the opposite way that I'm trying to get. Errol Hawani does a report on this. I don't know where Errol got his news, but he's generally right. I come out here to Brazil believing I'm going to have to get to 216. And I'm 224 when I get the official statement that it's 202 kilograms, which is like 224 and a half pounds. So I'm underweight. Okay, great. The reason that's relevant, everywhere that I have gone is something like this, okay? It's something like a beautiful restaurant and then a big buffet line. But the buffet line, it's not a buffet in that, like if you go to Las Vegas for a buffet, the buffet capital of the world, everything you're going to consume that day will be picked up by you at the buffet, right? Yeah, that's what you guys are thinking. Well, in Brazil, no, you go up to a buffet line and it's largely a salad. There's some other sides, there's some breads, there's some food up there. But then you go sit down and then they bring you food. And like if you go to a meat place, they will bring different meats and you say like, yeah, I would like some of that. And you can keep saying that as long as you want. And they will keep bringing you meat until you give up. You could turn down and I don't want that, and I don't want that, and I don't want that, and I don't want that. But if you claim that you're still hungry while not wanting it, they will keep bringing you food until you don't do that anymore. It's amazing. It's the greatest place in the world to eat. Well, I've only been to steakhouses like that. So that represents some level of beef. Some level of meat, rather. I ended up at a place last night. It's Italian. So we go through the line. We sit down. This time we have actual menus and we order. So when the food comes, they would come by and they would take from the plate that they brought. They don't set the plate in front of you. You order bolognese, okay? Spaghetti. You order spaghetti, they come out with a big tray of spaghetti. Hey, who ordered spaghetti? Oh, it was you. And then they scoop that onto your plate, but there's still going to be some left on the original plate. Are you with me on that? Okay, well, those original plates disappear. They don't come back. So if you wanted seconds, for example, I don't know where to get it. It's gone. So my wife had something called cannelloni. Now, cannelloni, not cannoli. Cannelloni is very hard to find. I would doubt that you know a place. It used to be cannelloni and manicotti were on every Italian menu there was, all the way down to Olive Garden. Well, everybody all the way down to Olive Garden took the cannelloni off. They kept the manicotti on. Now, just so you understand, manicotti and cannelloni are the exact same thing, except manicotti is stuffed with just cheese and cannelloni is stuffed with cheese and meat. So it's a full meat. It's awesome. Cannelloni is so good. If you ever come across it, get it, because you're not going to find it very many places, right? All right. So my wife gets the cannelloni, of which we can't find anywhere. She's actually never had it. I had to give her the very speech that I just gave you to make sure that she ordered it on the menu. My mother-in-law gets the 4-cheese lasagna. And they can't, when they're scooping out the lasagna or they're scooping out the cannelloni, there's a whole bunch still left in the pot. There's a whole bunch left on the tray, but they didn't set the tray on the table. They took it to the back. And I'm thinking, well, they'll bring that out later, or they'll put it in a doggy bag and you can eat it at home another time. And that's not what happened. It was just gone. It was just like this mystery food. I mean, it was just gone. And if I'm in the back, if I work there and I'm hip to this, I'm going to go right in the back. Right? Eventually that night, I'm going to serve my son's favorite meal. I'm going to put that in the to-go box. And eventually I'm going to serve my daughter's favorite meal. I'm going to put the rest of that in the to-go box. Myself, my wife, I'm coming home food every night. I don't think that happened. I think they go in the back and they just get rid of it. Why would they not box that up? Why would they box it up? Why would they put it on the plate? Where did that extra Italian food go?